Damien helps me back up, and I join the rest of the male students as we head back to the locker room. We talk a bit more about our interests and other school matters on the way, Damien filling me in a bit on St. Hammond's history during the 3 years he'd been in attendance. By a bit of luck, our lockers aren't that far apart from one another, but our conversation isn't a real possibility considering all the other ones going on in the relatively cramped locker rooms. Okay. I'm sitting down. My leg's starting to hurt a little. All right. Where was I? There really isn't that much more time to chat before the bell rings for our next class switch. Yo, Damien. Looking ripped, actually. Look at him. He's got the whole jacket tied around the waist, and he's looking cool. Maybe I should try that. I wave goodbye to Damien and start looking for my next class. Don't forget, lunch with the buds! I nod in reply as I turn around and head down the hall towards my next class. Which is what? I have no idea what my next class is. Making my way down the hall, I take notice of the surroundings. Though everything about the school seems pretty normal, there are some key modifications made to better suit the majority of the student body. Mainly water fountains that settle a good 10 or more feet above me. Overall, nothing crazy special. What's with the vines, though? I don't understand the vines. Are they just aesthetic? This next class I'm sort of looking forward to. AP Art Design. The class looks like it's in a studio classroom on the second floor. Part of the school here is built to be both inside and outside, with open ceilings and walls here and there. Since it's also the art wing, the displayed pictures are coated in hydrophobic layers and framed. Although since it's the start of the year, the halls are freshly cleared and waiting to be filled in as the semesters pass. Of course, there's no shortage of drains. This hall in particular is displayed prominently in the school's advertising material, and for good reason. The carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surrounding nature and the school, and even the building materials themselves, is nothing less than mystical. I can already feel the creative juices flowing. Soon enough, I'm standing just outside the door to my next class. Much like the school wall outside, it's decorated in various colors and patterns, each corner painted and tagged by different students. I barely step foot inside before the bell rings. I made it this time. Since I was the last one in, all but one of the other seats were taken. It's pretty close to the front. Damn it. While many of the students look well prepared, some are clearly ready to fall asleep within the next few minutes. Then there's the teacher. He's standing up by the board, waiting for me to finish looking around and take a seat. Since he isn't urging me to look for a seat, he must be used to new students taking it all in. That must be the art teacher. Somehow he looks young and old at the same time. Well, don't want to hold up the class for too long. Trying not to take the teacher's hospitality for granted, I take the seat closest to me in the front row. Even with me sitting down, the art teacher still continues to idle instead of staring at the seated students with a hazy stare. Nobody else seems to be paying attention to him, save for a few people here and there. A few students are whispering something behind me. Where was he yesterday? Hey, I'm not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day. Huh? So in a way, it's the teacher's first day as well. Wait, was the teacher not even here yesterday? I'm in the clear. So I didn't miss anything in this class. Pretty cool, actually. Wham. teacher slams the front of his desk with both fists, the sound echoing through the room. It's the signal for all auxiliary conversations to cease, and the class obeys. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he's got a massive grin on his face. The phrase, winning smile, comes to mind. Alright then. The pale pterodactyl holds what looks to be a metallic tray on a stick. Good morning, class. Thank you, Raptor Jesus, for forcing me to wear prescription shades. My classmates are all wincing in pain and wiping at their eyes. And welcome to AP Art Design. He holds up the stick haphazardly. This is a flash pen. Flash pen. I saw it at an antique store yesterday. I thought it'd be a good introduction. It's not important. Worthless, actually. Just break it? The class winces as the stick is chucked into the garbage bin and shattered. Excuse my absence yesterday. I had matters to take care of elsewhere. My name is Mr. Latkin. That name sounds familiar, actually. Hold on. Wasn't somebody telling me about Mr. Latkin? Wasn't he a cool teacher? Pretty sure he was saying he was a cool teacher. I don't remember. With the blink of an eye, the teacher has replaced the sun on a stick with a fancy marker and managed to scrawl his name across the board in the finest show of calligraphy. And I shall be your guide as we explore the expanse of the creative world. Let's not dilly-dally then, shall we? For a teacher, he's very animated. This first week, we'll be going in-depth on the history of the fundamentals of art. Perhaps a little trial by fire to get your creative juices flowing. There's murmurs from my classmates, though I pay them no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work creates something that I could possibly show off. For a brief moment, I picture my own name on a placard in the hallway outside the principal's office. For now, though, I'd like you all to open up your book to page 3. Right, my book. Wait. What book? There was a book? Wait. Looking around, I see that everyone else has a novel-sized hardcover book opened. Oh. They must have gotten them yesterday. ... Now then, class, we'll be starting with... Hesitantly, I raise my hand. Mr. Latkin, sir. I, don't have a book yet. You don't have... How? The substitute passed them all out yesterday. Oh. His eyes flicker open a second as he connects some internal dots. The word on the street is that some new kid got concussed so hard he had to leave early. Oh no, I'm known. Everyone knows about it. My popularity is screwed now. Did the street at least mention I was doing well before that? Oh, of course not. You're Mr. Nito, then? Yes, sir. Given the circumstance, I'll let it slide. For now, why don't you share with one of your classmates? After class, I'll write you a note that you can give to the librarian. Thank you, sir. I kind of regret being so late, because the only person I can realistically share with is the person to my side. So, hey. Oh, it's the aggregator! It's the aggregator! Wait a minute. Wasn't she the one speeding through the hallway yesterday? Just like back then, I feel her gaze, piercing and cold, as if she's not even seeing me next to her. Would it be okay to share the book, if only for today? Instead of a verbal response, she lets out a defeated low groan, like I just spit in her cereal. She then huddles back over her page. Well, gee, sorry I asked. ... It's only the first day, first real day. Maybe I won't need it. Olivia, come on, share with him this one time. I already told him I'd personally resolve the issue. Just help me out here, alright? She responds by making a show of sighing deeply while rolling her head back and around. Ordinarily, there'd be a groan to go with the gesture, but she remains silent. Her head hangs low in defeat as she nudges the book a few centimeters closer to me. Thanks. I slide my own desk closer to her, just enough that I can read the page. While our teacher ornates the page as if reading from Death of a Hunter, I follow... Death of a Hunter? Wait. I follow along while simultaneously trying to capture anything that stands out into my notebook. A lot more difficult than expected, as Mr. Latigan seemed to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I felt like I was just copying the page wholesale. My eyes turned from the book to the girl's notes and... Scratch. Those are some very murderous looking claws on her fingertips. For a split second, I see them retract. She wipes her fingertips on a small hand towel and... Whoa! The claws extend again into a bright red puddle on her desk. What? A singular red-colored claw is pressed on her paper for a moment, then quickly tugged and twirled and twisted, leaving behind a bright red cursive sentence on the page. Cool, wait, hold on. Is she using her claw as a pen to write? Dude, I'm a little jealous by that. That's really cool. Those silver irises flick my way once more. What? I don't know what a proper voice for this one would be. What you're doing? That looks pretty cool. A hint of red creeps across the girl's cheeks. She looks back at the book and hunches her shoulders as high as she humanly, dinally can. Huh? She's now leaning over her notes too, even using the book as extra protection for the pages. Now I should be focusing on my own notes. Yeah. An impossible task now though, as the colorful calligraphy next to me has piqued my curiosity. The quill talon continues to delicately etch notes onto the page, as it only leaves the page to dip into what looks like a tiny paint palette at the edge of her desk. Okay. So she has her claw, dips it in like a little inkwell thing, and just starts writing. The claws extend again, and now there's a faint rumbling. Hey. I hadn't meant to get caught up in it. I'm sorry, I waited for her to give me a name. She doesn't. She simply returns her focus to the book between us. I wonder what her deal is. In either case, I turn my attention back to class. Hope I can make up for lost time. It's hard to ignore the gator girl, though. Especially when those icy gray eyes of hers feel like icicles poised to stab through me. Hey, wait a second. Those hand motions. She's not writing anything right now. She's drawing. ... Well, it's none of my business. But I am rather curious. I make a show of leaning back to yawn. Now I can see. It's... That's just so cool looking. Just a little small thing. Whoa. It's a calligraphic doodle of me. Wait, shit, that's me? You drawing me? I got no face! Oh, but wait. She left out the thing for the sunglasses. Ah, that's cool. There's no mistaking it. That's my jacket and sunglasses. That's pretty cool. Nobody's ever really drawn me before. Well, there were those others on the first day of school, but that's different. They weren't using their own claws or ink. Ah, man, I can't wait. I gotta ask for a closer look. Hey! Dot. Your picture is super cool. Can I see it? Dot. She glares me in the eyes, but slowly brings out the sheaf she was doodling on. Sheaf? Shelf? With the paper more visible, I can just barely make out all the important details. The line work is sharp, each stroke an organic curve that when combined form what had to be me. I even have my glasses, in the negative space of my head. Though what was with the multiple sewering lines coming out of my drawing's head? Swerving. Multiple swerving lines coming out of my head. Dude, this is great. She rolls her eyes and starts retracting the page. Can I take a picture of it? Eh? A pause. Why? Nobody's ever done something like that for me. I want to remember it. Dot. She passes the paper over to me. No. Yours. Oh, really? Thanks. Don't mention it. But don't. Okay. She's nice. After a grueling period made worse by my own anxiety, the bell rings to set us free. Finally, freedom at last. Just stay for a minute longer, Inco. I get some sideways glances from other students as they leave, no doubt suspecting I'm a teacher's pet already. With few strokes from his pen, Latican hands me a note. Just show this to the librarian and she'll hand you your books. On your way now. See you, sir. A quick trip to the library earns me my missing books. I even got a fancy laminated library card. Latican's introduction to his class certainly has me excited for photography next. Yo, I actually got photography? Let's go. First stop, though, lunch. Can't take pictures on an empty stomach. Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm starving. Despite my hunger, though, I'm stopped dead in my tracks as I look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. Oh, dear Lord, it's a riot. The whole place... Are those people being thrown back there? The whole place is overtaken by a lot... No, there's people running to and fro, but I'm pretty sure there's someone being thrown about. The whole place is overtaken by a lawless anarchy. I've never seen a riot this intense. A few students have even crawled halfway up the wall, hanging by the decorative vines. Food flies about everywhere, utilized as ammunition rather than sustenance. And yet the security guard by the door isn't moving. This must be acceptable. I shudder to think what would be bad enough to warrant him taking action. Probably a real riot. That was my cupcake. No, that was my cupcake. It's like fucking brawling. I've never seen anything like this at any of my old schools. You've just been at those, boring Humie schools. We had a Dino school now. Rules are different. But more importantly, all the cliques have already formed from the previous day. I missed my chance to sit with anybody. Dot dot dot. What do you mean we got Damien? Wait, it's only the second day. Why am I acting as though it's too late for anything? Yo, Nico! Nico. I'm pretty sure I didn't even... I'm shoulder checked from behind by what feels like an oversized fist or undersized boulder. If I wasn't already by a wall, I would have either been sent sprawling or made into roadkill. When I turned about, I met with Damien's toothy grin. Ow! What? What? Dude! You hit me! What? Already forgot about me? You don't got anywhere to be, right? I feel like I've already forgotten what I had his voice as. Yeah. You stuttered. You stuttered. Come on, we're going somewhere. Yeah, no, that was not what I had it before, right? We're going somewhere. May as well, right? Damien excitedly motions at me to follow through the traffic of students going about the lunchroom. Peering in through the crowd, waving me over, and disappearing again like he's outrunning something. Where am I going? It's a good thing I hadn't gotten my own lunch yet. It'd be dumped on the ground about 3 elbows and a slap ago. Through the clamoring, I hear something about a turf war restarting with the new year, and that megalodons will continue to rule. Somewhere mixed in is the undeniable sound of steel chair clattering to the ground. The place is an actual war zone now. How on earth is Damien able to weave through these guys so easily? No, we made it. Or he made it. I'm gone. Eventually, he leads me to the far corner of the room and to his usual lunch table. Hey, you're alive! I think one of my ribs is cracked. That's just the school spirit you're feeling. I think that was bad. That's better. Oh. I feel less like a person and more like a well-used punching bag. I finish stretching my wounded back and actually check the table. It's basically empty. There's only one other person here. It's the Gator. The Gator girl gives me an unamused raised brow. Hey. You? Oh, snap. You know Olivia? Olivia! Right, yeah. The one and only. Why didn't you tell me you met? Why didn't you tell me you met already? Because I only sort of did. We're in the same class. Ah, okay, I get it now. Still, that sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists. All? Oh yeah, there's usually a third in our group, but she's out screwing around in school business. She'll probably be back tomorrow. Student council stuff can take that long, right? What's she need with the student council? Oh, she doesn't need anything with the student council. She's in it. She's the treasurer. The treasurer? Something like that. What do you think, Olivia? It's too fast. Olivia just grunts in reply. She doesn't even bother to look up from her lunch tray. Aren't you an artist too, Damien? Nah, I don't got the patience to sit around for hours like that. So you're not taking advantage of the art programs here? Don't really need them. Home's just real close by. Only other artist here today is Olivia. His arms wave over Olivia as if he was presenting her at an auction or something. For her part, the Gator girl just grunts again. Well, what do you do then, Olivia? Finally, she looks up, turning an indifferent look my way. Silence. Did she say something? What was that? Nothing. The ambient war noises are a bit too loud. Can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying over the... Don't sweat it. She's just the real quiet type. I paint! I paint! Whoa, hey! Holy hell. Her voice sounds so raspy, as if she never drunk a drop of water in her life. Guess I hadn't noticed before when she gave those one-syllable responses. But for someone's voice to be strained from a single shout. She furrows her brow and looks back down at her lunch. Oh snap, we've been standing around for a while. He sits back in his own seat, takes a huge bite of mystery meat steak. Right, food. Do I even have food? I don't think I even had food with me. After the workout before breakfast today, I'm practically famished, particularly famished now. But, lie. All those eyes look to where the lunch line should be. And it's become a full-blown riot. Someone's got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it. Oh, I probably should have waited for you to get yours. Oops. God damn it, Damien. Damien returns to his steak, rather aggressively. But who am I to question dino etiquette and the act of using one's foot to anchor the food for tearing? Is Damien using his foot to eat the steak? Damien, come on. I know you're a dino and all, but... Suddenly, the sound of squeaking rubber draws both of our attention towards Olivia. She's holding onto one of her wheels, having just skidded it across the granite floor. Oh, what's up? She tilts her head back towards the courtyard door behind us. It looks like there's a few vending machines out there. Let's go! Vending machine snack lunch, yeah! Huh, I guess I'll check them out. I leave the group behind to go try and get lunch. Not a fan of soda and chips for a meal, but it's enough for wartime survival. Hey, this thing accepts credit cards. Handy. I'm feeling like... Ooh. My favorite color is Drywall, store brand soda. Pretending to be on a diet, baked chips. A huge fucking idiot. I'm going to get a sports drink. I don't know, man. Hold on. Baked chips are actually kind of good. I never trust store brand stuff. That's always on the cheaper side, and it's always the worst one. And I don't think I'm in the mood for a sports thing right now. We're going to baked chips. I pick out a few other brands I recognize, enough to tide me over for the rest of the school day. I bend to pick up the bags from the dispenser slot, and that green chick's looking at me. She notices me gazing at her and hunches over again hurriedly. What's that all about? ... Right, making new friends. I buy a few extra sodas for the table. Hey, what up, guys? Trying to buy your friendship here. Carrying everything back in both arms, I place them on an empty spot, sliding a can of soda to Damien. He looks at me like I just tossed him a gold bar. Whoa, dude! The Dillo boy's mouth opened wide as he chomps on the bottom of the can, his fangs piercing the thin metal and spraying its contents down his gullet. I toss some over to Olivia as well. She eyes it as though it were booby-trapped before taking a bag of chips. Damien sighs happily as he chucks the shredded remains of his can away. Caffeine ambrosia. What were you talking about before? Olivia's art. Olivia's art. It's really good, Inky. Like you wouldn't believe. Can he at least stick to a nickname? Hi, Inky? Am I the Ink? Really? Oh, totally. She's like, won awards and stuff. Awards? I'm so far behind, god damn it. She has? Can I see them? In fact, I could snap some glamour shots for you. No need, dude. I've already got pictures on my phone. No, I mean, hold on. I pick my backpack up from the floor, unzipping it and retrieving my beloved camera from it. I'm actually into photography. The Dino Man reaches for the well-aged DSLR, and on instinct I swat his hand away. Hey! Sorry, force of habit, you know. You guys, I saw what your claws did to the steak. I can't have him hurt my camera. What do you think, Olivia? She eyes me up and down, with the same furrowed brow. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt in the gym yesterday? Yeah, no. Yep. I shoot Damien a quick, dirty glance before returning to look at Olivia. It wasn't that bad, alright? It wasn't that. It's not as bad as they're making it out to be. It was pretty bad. It wasn't? It wasn't. And how does everyone seem to know about it already? Damien looks aside sheepishly. God damn it, Damien. I may have had a hand spreading the story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry though. Everyone has had some embarrassing stories. One time, I got my frill stuck in the bathroom stall. I didn't need to know that. It took him an hour to get it out. See, everyone's got something. Olivia pops the chip into her jaws, her face looking out to nowhere as if she's thinking of something. Damien leans close to me. One of his frills extends to hide from Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much during lunch since last year. She said 3 things, and one of them was a grunt. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. Uh-huh. But yeah, this is something else. She's really warming up to you. I can tell. He sits back down properly. Honestly, this whole thing is a little creepy. She's probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damien isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make new friends this year, this is definitely not how I thought it would pan out. Maybe it's best that I get through lunch quickly and quietly. At least I have a spot to sit during lunch. Not like I'd have any other options. Ah, there you are, Inco. A voice rings out to greet me, which catches our attention. Let's go, Ben, you're back! See, I got more friends. I got more options. I see a familiar, bespectacled face walk over to us, with a lunch tray in his hands. Glad to see you've made it to lunch this time. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, Ben. I'm guessing you and Inky here already met. Mm-hmm. Introduced myself after I bumped into him the other day. Speaking of bumps, you should have seen Inky here yesterday. Damien lets out a cackle and slaps me on my back, igniting the gym pains in my body and almost knocking my glasses off. Ben gives a concerned half smile. This must be my eternal torment for the rest of the semester. Yeah, about yesterday. Ben looks down the aisle of chatting students and signals to someone with his head. Standing 10 feet from us is an imposing-looking dinosaur girl with blonde hair, crimson scales, and sporting a fiery red leather jacket. Ben motions for her to come closer with a soft smile on his face and a nod. It's the girl that hit me in the face yesterday, isn't it? And she smiles back, though her own is noticeably strained. Okay, I'm here. She slowly makes her way over, and I notice how some of the students begin to quiet down as she passes them by. This is the one. She's got the whole spikes on her jacket and everything. Now, hold on. Are those spikes from the jacket, or are they from her, but they're going through the jacket? Important questions. As she gets closer, her intense presence invades me. And even though we're about the same height, I feel like an ant's about to get crushed under her boot. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this one of those megalodon things that we were talking about earlier? One of the megalodons, ain't it? Somewhere in me, a synapse connects her face to me tasting bright red rubber. Me tasting bright red rubber yesterday, and I really wish it hadn't. Inco, Mia here has something to say to you. Mia stays silent, but strides the last couple of steps rigidly to stand right in front of me. She sucks in air through her teeth. Sorry. The corner of the girl's lips start to raise. Oh, I'm about to be insulted, aren't I? Yeah. I didn't mean to knock your lights out. Behind her, I notice Ben wincing. A little close. The girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm around my shoulder. Okay, really close. Her smile growing wide once more. Heat creeps along my face as her muzzle nears my ear. A little too close. Especially when a puff of hot air blows by the lobe. Really close. The heat is torn away through when I feel her fingers dig into my shoulder. And her sharp hiss of a whisper scrapes my eardrum. That ball was me being nice, Baldy. Why am I bald, man? Why you gotta keep not? Oh, hold on. What happened? Screw the class over again, and I'll fucking end you. Nodding in understanding, Mia pushes away from me with a small cheer. See, all clear now, Benny boy. Mia, that's not quite. Ah, boo, you know who I am. Her eyes flutter as she looks his way. Yes, I know, but you promised you would be nicer. I know, and I was. So, I'll be seeing you later tonight, Benny. Just like we promised. Benny, what the hell you promised that girl? I don't think you got your end of the bargain, though. What'd you promise her? She waves us off collectively and backs into the crowd, vanishing before either one of us could fully process her words and actions. Damien nudges my side. Dude, I think she likes you. Oh yeah, totally. Ben sighs. Sorry about that, Inco. I heard earlier about what happened at PE and connected the dots. Mia comes off as rough around the edges, but she's actually really sweet. Oh yeah, I could really tell, you know? I'll, talk to her about it more later. You and her, huh? Yeah, since the start of high school. The classic jock and nerd pair. Oh, wait, shit, they dating? They dating? Sounds like you're living the dream. You know it. But yeah, I'm sorry your first impression of her isn't ideal. It's fine. It was just dodgeball, broken nose. Not like she was looking to do something. Yeah. Damien? Damien looks up from the rest of his meal, having selectively heard his name. Do not spread rumors about your fellow classmates. No worries, Nico. No worries. Nico and I are cool. ... That still doesn't make it right. Sure. Yes, sir. Yeah. He gives Ben a lazy salute. Ben merely sighs as he places his tray on the table and makes himself comfortable on the seat next to me. As he settles in, Ben notices my camera, still out on the table. Oh, is this your camera, Inco? Huh? Oh, yeah. I was showing it to Damien and Olivia earlier. May I? I feel my instincts kick in for a moment before remembering that Ben also works with a camera. Sure, have a look. I watch as Ben gingerly picks up my camera and gives it a thorough inspection. I must say, as far as standard DSLRs go, yours is a very good quality. It's nothing too special really, just something I picked up a while back. Well, You have a good taste in camera models. He hands me back my camera, which I place it back into my backpack. Thanks. With something like that, it'd be easy to get some great shots. Well, I do have a small collection in a portfolio drive. A portfolio? Aw, man. I'd only just got mine a month ago. I bet you've got a dozen pieces to choose from for the New Year's art contest. Art contest, you say? What? He missed the announcement. What announcement? The school has an annual art contest at the start of every new year. The winner gets a small cash prize, but the bigger prize is the fact that the winner's piece is submitted for public... She just rolled away, that's so rude. Submitted for publication in a couple big-time magazines. Oh. Oh, wow. That sounds awesome. Of course. That also means a lot of students plan ahead and work all summer for something to submit. Did you do anything for it, Ben? You know it. Well, good luck. Liz said she turned in the perfect piece yesterday. Okay, now I'm interested. Finally, a chance to show my real skill at something I'm good at. Hey, Olivia could help you out with your shots and her art. You two could totally win. Right, Olivia? She's gone. ... Olivia? We all turn our heads to Olivia, only to realize that she's disappeared. When did she leave? Confused, I scan around the cafeteria, and my eyes manage to spot her through the crowd of students. She's rolling away towards the cafeteria doors, and quickly. Just like that, I lose sight of her as fast as I had seen her. I turn to look at Damien and Ben. Damien not only looks puzzled, but also disappointed for some reason. Ben, meanwhile, well, he almost looks annoyed that Olivia left. ... Guess she hadn't changed. She hasn't changed. So it seems. Oh, ooh, they both know stuff about her. Well, I mean, obviously. I don't know how many years they've already been at the school together. But probably been a while. The venomous sting to his words makes me feel like there's more going on than I'm aware of. I decide not to try to pry into it. Oh, I would be digging into that so hard. Like, yo, what was that about? Buddy boy? Benny boy? And instead bring the conversation back. Well, I still want to try. You can upload your submission on the school's website. Oh, then I'll need an account. You don't have one? Don't think so. I've been told they'll get me that stuff by the end of the week. Sounds about right. Truthfully, it takes maybe 5 minutes at most to deal with that. Then why the wait? Nobody wants to deal with it. How about you, Ben? Huh? You want to help with me? Guess I'll wait then, or not. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, Ben. Oh, Ben scratches the side of his head. Come on. Come on. I think there's someone in Stuco that could help you out, actually. It's the treasurer's duty day today. So that's where Liz ended up. I don't know any names, so maybe. Huh. Guess I'll get to meet Liz sooner rather than later. Think I'll take care of that before lunch is over then. See you in class, Ben. Sure thing. Later, Damien. Deuces, man. Tell Liz I said hi. I grab some of the leftover snacks from the table and my backpack and head out of the cafeteria. Finally, I can show off my skills. Show that I'm just as capable an artist as anyone else here. ... The computer lab is an offshoot room from our library. And that is where we will end it off today. Alright, I feel as though we've made some progress, obviously. We've learned some stuff, obviously, and we've gotten our nose broken, maybe. I got pelted today in dodgeball. Damn. But we've also met who I hope and assume is going to be our nice little, cast of characters. We got Ben, who we met the other day. We got Damien, Dolphosaurus. We finally met Olivia. Well, technically, we also met Olivia yesterday, but that doesn't really count. Anyway, I am really enjoying this. It's really nice so far. And, oh, how could I have forgotten Sully? Oh my god, I love Sully. Sully has a place in my heart forevermore. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I have. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.